The simple thought I recognized. Can't you see their beauty in my mind?
Alright, we're back with Doki Doki Literature Club. But instead of hearing me ramble on about what happened in the last episode, let's just jump right into it. I'll go next. Yeah? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Oh yes, that's right. Last time we left off, it was going to be Sayori's turn, because the other two didn't want to speak out, and all of a sudden Yuri's all fired up and like, no, I'm gonna read my poem in front of the class, even though she's skittish as all hell. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds up the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay. I guess I'm next then. I'm waiting for Natsuki to pop up and be like, no, my turn. Push her out of the way. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori? It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Tyler liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Ehehe. Then next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Tyler. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Aw, don't shoot yourself down. Your poems aren't bad. Might as well let Tyler lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Wow, really? Aw. It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style. It works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back into her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. Don't I know how that is? But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case... You won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that... It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far. I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll be planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this. Alright, I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. I made such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Tyler, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. ... Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I mean, that's kind of a loaded question because it's like a hypothetical, but it's like, well, would you walk home with her? I mean, I could. I mean, I wouldn't want to be like, no, I can't walk home with you. That'd be super rude, you know? But at the same time, I think she's asking because she's like, well, you'd walk home with me and not her, right? You can see she's kind of jealous about it. And it's like, I kind of like Sayori better than Yuri nowadays because, I mean, Yuri's not bad. And I like the shy thing. And I find her rather interesting, but when it comes down to it, based on what I know about Sayori now, it's kind of weird, but I would say if I had to pick somebody from this game that I'm most like, and I don't know if dating yourself, so to speak, is a good thing or not, but I see a lot of myself in Sayori, and I was thinking to myself, you know, that she's kind of growing on me. At first, not so much, because she was a little over the top, but now that she's kind of, I feel like being a little, like, more honest, especially the last couple of scenes where the two of them were talking about when they were younger. It's like, it's kind of touching. So, I would probably still walk home with Sayori. I would still walk home with Sayori. Sayori? You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Eh? But... she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Tyler. You think about me too much sometimes. And you act like that's not what you want. Silence, girl! Take my love! Yuri would deserve it. Wait. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point of speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. I mean... it could happen if you wanted it to, but... yeah, well. It's kind of weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. No, not really. I mean, you know she likes you. I mean, if you're fawning over a different girl, she's gonna be like, oh, he lost interest in me. You know, I can understand why she'd be, like, sad about that, or at least ask those sorts of questions. But I want to respect her and keep her happy, too. Right? Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Man, you and you're trying to be a pimp guy with it. Alright. Graveyard, Shiny, Climax, Aura, Chocolate, Landscape, Vanilla, Eternity, Pure, Determination. Well, Determination is not me. Pure, no. Eternity... Vanilla. I do like vanilla. Landscape. Chocolate. Aura. Climax. Shiny. Graveyard. Graveyard, I guess? Cute. vacation, childhood, rose, peace, fireworks, essence, melody, Doki Doki. Doki Doki's up there a lot. Comfort. I'm gonna say childhood. Whirlwind, kiss, starscape, papa, fantasy, whisper, lazy, hair, excitement, summer. I am definitely lazy as much as I hate to say it. Poof, valentine, embrace, secretive, incapable, jumpy, smile, music, bunny, clumsy. I like embrace. I kind of like clumsy as well. Alright. Destiny, existence, judgment, unrestrained, fear, romance, alone, scars, anger, and agonizing. Okay. Probably scars. Jeez, you jump for all the really like sad ones. What is the face that you're wearing on the outside? Because like she's like, yeah, I put on a face or like around strangers, and she's like, oh no, I'd be the opposite. I'd put on a face around my friends. And then I keep clicking on all these, and she's just like, I don't know. Like I said, each one of these girls seem like there's something off about them. Like the main girl that's not ever in here. First off, I want to know why isn't she here? Monica? Monica seems like, although she's, you know, super confident on the outside, she admitted at one point, she's like, I'm not actually that confident on the outside. I just seem like it. You know, she has to, she said. And I was like, why? It makes me wonder, like, is it your family that causes you to feel that way? Or are you just like, you know, super insecure? Like, I don't know. And then she's judged for being too cute and gets kind of, tries to be tough because she doesn't want to be looked at that way. Over here you got the intellectual that's too shy to talk to anybody, but also seems kind of alone, I guess you could say. And Sayori, although she seems like super bubbly on the outside, the more and more I like seem to get to know about her, she seems kind of sad. It's anxiety. Dazzle, boop, charm, sparkle, play, despise, laugh, dark, fluffle, oh, fluffle, fluffy, giggle. I really like the dark. I always joke with my friends, I'm like, you know, if I could have the ideal world, it'd be a world where it was night 24/7 and rain from time to time. Empty, spinning, vitality, fester, nibble, portrait, grief, explode, captive, wonderful. I'd say grief. Color, puppy, universe, disown, feather, ocean, defeat, meager, pout, cheer. Go with pout. Wrath, frightening, skipping, unrequited, analysis, vivacious, blanket, unstable, rainbow, any question. Unstable, I guess. Cheeks, awesome, misfortune. I'd say love. Shame, fun. Uncanny, extraordinary. Oh wow, we have like 7 more to go. I didn't realize there was a counter. Okay. Uncanny, extraordinary, hopeless, suicide, together, promise. I'll say forgive. Passion? Ambient. I would say philosophy. I'd probably say kawaii, I guess. Silly. Oh man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Are you practicing piano again? Yeah. And Are you really playing piano? What you be doing? I don't trust you. And I should probably play piano. At least. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up the piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. Ah, I can't wait for the festival. Really, Natsuki? It's gonna be great. You do remember you have to read your thing out loud, right? Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious foods. Okay, yeah, I get it. You sound a little bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? It's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Eh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you, of all people? Because it's right in your name. Oh, God. Monica. Monica. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Question mark? Ah, never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. Aww. I walk over and talk to her, I think it said. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Ah. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. No. This is the point where you go over there and be like, you know what, we're gonna go take a walk. Gotta go cheer her up, man. Don't you dare walk over and start talking to those other girls. You can see what's going on here. She was like trying to push you away and be like, yeah, you should go walk with like one of the other girls. You know, you spend too much time worrying about me. We both know. I know your game. I'm on to you. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else, but the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activity. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Tyler, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Tyler. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really liked this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, no. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Oh, person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Tyler. Me? I hate to say it, but I was oblivious, like him. No matter what, I was bad. How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Like, I hate to say it, I was so naive. She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on and wait. It was like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has always been. You're so funny, Tyler. Am I? Have you thought that maybe you always seen her as so cheerful because that's how she is when she's around you? Damn. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget what I said about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. Man, be a man, go over there and find out what's wrong. And see if you can make it okay. And if you physically can't, I guess Monica's, you know, not too bad. I mean, she maybe fix things or help things along, but if you're trying to avoid talking to her and making things right just because you can send Monica, that ain't cool. I don't like that. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice quiet so I can't hear her from here. I sigh and I sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Say, at least you care about her. I respect that. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? 'Cause you actually like her, you fool. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. ... Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, considering that Sayori's the one that's all like, we're gonna do it with her first. ... This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, Tyler. Thanks. Mm-hmm. ... Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. You're full of shit. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. Do you want to nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? See, this is when you know something's up, alright? I don't care who it is. When a girl starts saying stuff like this, you know there's something wrong, and you don't let it go. Well, hopefully you don't piss them off in the process, but you go about it in a constructive way. I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Tyler. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah? I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. I guess you're the one who likes this one the most? Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait, of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. And I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. Aw, see? That's beautiful. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No. Tyler. I don't deserve this. See, I know somebody that's exactly like this in real life, and it breaks my heart because, you know, although I understand the self-hating, like not feeling like you deserve it and beating the shit out of yourself, because I do it on a regular basis, but even so, I don't like seeing other people that way either. I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Nope, we're just the right amount of nice. If anything, it needs to be better. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you have fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori? I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori? I probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Tyler. It's just a little rain cloud. Hey, you used one of my words. I'm sorry you had to see that. Oh. I promise it won't happen again. No, don't say that. I want to know. Just smiles. Wait, just smiles from everyone, okay? If you're not happy deep down, then nobody else around you is going to be happy, so you better stop. And I don't mean like the fake face kind of thing. You need to talk. You need to be open with us. That's all that matters. No, your happiness matters too. I know too many people like this in the world, and it's really sad. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. That just doesn't set right with me. I don't want to put Monica to last, so... I'll do Monica and then I'll go to Natsuki. Yuri will be last this time. Hi, Tyler. Have you thought about what to submit to the... Wait. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well... Being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people... I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hand. ... It's still kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. Although, we kind of grew up as best friends, and I haven't been seeing as much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again. I see. That reminds me, about how Sayori's been a little off today? Yeah, did she tell you something? Well... Tyler, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do. Alright, just making sure. What's that supposed to mean? What is this pose? I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. I'm telling you, this girl, she's been kind of suspicious from the beginning. She kind of rubs me the wrong way. Something's off about this girl. Like she said this more than once now. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her. Like, and the way she phrased it this time is a little more aggressive. Are you gonna? I'm watching you. Sayori's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders the earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and I fall, and I fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless, but a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end in her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I am thinking before I can even speak. She responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. That's really deep. I like this one. That's probably one of my favorites so far. I mean, not my favorite one, but I would say it's up there. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything. No, please do. I like I like philosophy. But it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. Alright. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Oh. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Right? Yeah, I noticed that too. I mean, I think Sayori's got the darkest one by far, but you even see that with like Natsuki is like talking about, even though hers are all cutesy, she's like, no, it means about giving up. You hear her talk about that at the beginning. And Yuri's, it sounds like her mind's stuck in the past from some of her past ones, and then Monica of them, it just, something seems off about these girls. Like, all of them are depressed individuals, but different versions. Like, some of them suffer from anxiety, some of them look like they suffer from depression. It just makes me wonder. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? I mean, poetry doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, bad, like sad or emotional in terms of negativity. It could always be about positive things, couldn't it? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know better than anyone. I mean, you mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway. Did we just correct the smart girl? Okay. Sure. Lazy slacker got one up on the smart girl. Alright. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writings because you're afraid it's not that good? Yeah, I know how that is. Both with art and poetry and everything else. It's not fun. It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. Yeah, that's true. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. Yeah, constructive criticism or even feedback is nice. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to keep... Wait, it's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Natsuki this time. What's up? This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. That's fair. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad you're trying a little bit. See, I respect that answer. That's one of the reasons I like Natsuki. Even though she comes off as the hard ass of the group, she's being playful. She doesn't really mean anything she says in a vindictive way. And a lot of people, I think, like, judge her from the outside exterior that she kind of portrays to try to keep from being looked at as cute, because she doesn't want to be, like, deemed as weak, I guess you could say. But when she makes statements like this, it's like she actually isn't judging us for what she doesn't like. She's open-minded, which is very respectable. Well, of course, I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems, anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Eh? No, gross. she just won't admit it. Admit your feelings, I can see you blushing. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up... what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, It's not like I would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Not the best wording. Gah! Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh? Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I need an ambulance. Oh, I know. See? I like it. She's sarcastic. She's a smartass. Don't worry, I was too. Ahahaha. ... How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. Guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway. Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. God, that music they give her, though. Alright. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go, a shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you're... Wait, I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap, in the way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in the sunbeams, and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. Ooh, she's getting romantic with it. It's actually, I think, the first one that hasn't been kind of negative. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. I really like that. That's cute, but also kind of heartwarming. Natsuki, yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Alright, fair enough. Besides, the beach is awesome! Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. So you decided to write about the beach first, and then came up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing. She wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it, or whatever. You can really see her doing that too. Oh my god. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. I don't think that was her intentions. I mean, she's smart, but I don't think she's vindictive. Then again, how well do we actually know her? Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. I agree. You did good. Alright, and Yuri. ... Well done, Tyler. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Really? I don't feel like it's really changed much, but thank you. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing a rating like this, that's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing the writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone, and their writing, and I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Tyler? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. So I also respect that. She doesn't force her ideology on other people, and although it's different than what she thinks might be right, she's like, it's just my opinion. See, I respect that. That's cool. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Eh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? ... Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. No. For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome? No, that's not exactly what I meant. It's more of a... We don't want to disappoint you because we care what you think, and you've given us a lot of good advice. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. See? I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? being disliked. Yuri, what am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Shush. Spill your thoughts, girl, it's fine. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Beach. Uh-oh. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of the earth, chaotically meets the surface under the clear blue sky and exposes... Oh no. God, see that font is fucking with me. Okay, I'll start over. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of the earth chaotically meets the surface under a clean blue sky and expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds and endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is the one where everything can be found. One can only build a sand castle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes in. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, that we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic, the breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary, I think, line tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to a road at the shore, drift forward, and I return to the earth forevermore. Cool, alright. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought process. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. Oh, you two are just like having at it, huh? It's not that serious. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Man, those two are gonna, like take each other out. You just see one of them football tackle the other one in class. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Ooh. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sigh. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? Yeah, I know, when she's not feeling good. You know what we should do? Okay, this is the plan. Natsuki, you're making cupcakes and cookies, and we're gonna, paint wings on them and throw them at her, and she's gonna think there's raining cookies, okay? Okay? And then the other two girls, you're gonna run and jump out and say surprise and throw balloons at her. She'll love it. It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little bit when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to, anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some... Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well, so she went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, and you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. Hey, I would have been fine with doing that, and if it were me in real life, I probably would have done that. But the game didn't give me that choice, so don't give me that bullshit. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. Is it only a friendship? And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but... So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? Oh no. So you should make some banners, decorations, to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focuses and starts nodding to herself. Okay, I guess that worked. I was waiting for her to, like, try to give a poorly done motivational talk, but that seems to be working. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Tyler. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to us? Oh wait, how on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you... Oh, here we go. You mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Tyler may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So, therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds like you're just making excuses for Tyler to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. Sayori! Help! In the end, I think it's up to Tyler to decide how he'd like to contribute. Can I do my own thing so I'm not picking favorites here? Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? Oh, you... you son of a bitch. You... Oh, okay. I get what's going on here. So I'm sure he's interested in... See, I was gonna pick you just to avoid the two crazies, and then you throw that in there. You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Tyler, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case... Everyone looks straight at me. Oh, thank God. They left Sayori as an option. I'm sorry. As attractive as the three girls are, and as much as I like their personalities, I don't feel like picking any of them at this point is a fair option. Like, and plus, I'm concerned about Sayori. Like, considering she's all depressed and worried that I'd be hanging out with one of the other girls, if I go spend an entire weekend and she's all depressed about it, like, no, we're gonna go check out Sayori, man. I ain't doing it. Later. Sorry, guys. Although I would have probably picked you for the cooking. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monika said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez. Do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? Don't you revoke my opinion to do what I want. They're gonna just do me like that. They're gonna make me choose now. Alright, so you've got the Sudere, however the hell you say it, pink-haired girl on the left, a bright pink. She wants to do baking, which if I had to pick out of the three in real life, I would totally go for the baking first. How would I help Monika, though? That's the thing. I never heard her say exactly what she was going to do anyway. And Yuri wants to do decorations. I've since lost some interest in Yuri. Like, I don't think she's a bad person or anything. But if I'm being honest about who I would actually pick, I wouldn't pick Monika, I wouldn't pick Yuri, I would probably pick Natsuki. Purely because I just... She seems like a really nice person and a really decent person. She just seems kind of emotionally all over the place. But, you know, I'm okay with that. I like that. Natsuki. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so I could probably use... it could probably use two people. Don't worry. Baking is a ton of fun. Yeah, I would agree. You'll definitely agree. Wow, that's a little creepy. Eh? Just a minute ago you were saying that... That's because... ... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, I'm sorry, Monika, but... I feel bad, though, for Monika, because I know she wants to hang out with me, and I have been giving the other people more attention than her, so it's like... Alright, well... You'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. Aw, don't say that. You guys made me choose, okay? This isn't my fault. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad, right? So that's everything, right? I feel bad for all of them. Like obviously Natsuki's happy, but I kind of feel bad for the other two now, because you can tell they're clearly like, aww. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes! She's like, I won! Everything except the performance is going... wait, everything except the performance is gonna be awesome! I don't think that really counts. What about you, Tyler? Me? I guess you could say that I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Aww. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Oh. Natsuki starts pouting too. Aww. It's not. I mean, it's not that big a deal or anything. Well, it might not be just that. Dot 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 question mark. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little unappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. Yeah, I would agree. That doesn't mean... dot dot dot. Ooh. Natsuki glances back and forth between everybody with a worried expression. Look! Natsuki goes over and puts her hands on Yuri's shoulder. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too. See, she acts tough. But I told you, she's the sweetheart of the group. That and probably Sayori. But you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. Dot dot dot. You didn't really mean that, did you? Hell, if you got her to say that much, what do you think? Not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Oh. Aww. That's so sad. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Aww. Don't feel bad. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. And you're not dumb! Stop it! Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more important for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. I would hope not for Literature Club. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? Eh? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Oh. Huh. I'm a little derpy, so that would actually happen. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Geez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Sayori's gonna see it. I'm calling it now if it happens. She's gonna see her come over to my house and think the worst. I know it. Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Oh, that's too bad. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah. I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you just say you were... Wait, didn't you just say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well... I was just saying that. It's not like I would actually act like that in front of everyone. That I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. She's so skittish. I can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori? My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I know, you're gonna get caught. And she's gonna think you guys are dating, and all kinds of bad shit's gonna hit the roof. I can feel it! I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of the school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? 'Cause you like her, and 2, it's not gonna look good if she finds out, and based on her depression, she looks like she's gonna be fucking really sad, and she seems like she's trying to push you away towards the other girls. Which reminds me of somebody I know as well, who will sabotage relationships because I don't feel worthy, and that's kind of the way Sayori's acting right now. Is kind of like, why you do so much for me? Like, I'm totally not worth it. You shouldn't do this. Blah 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 blah. When she knows damn well that's what she wants, but it's kind of like a love-hate thing with your own personality, which I understand, but it's like, don't feel that way. It's not like we feel that way about each other. Are you sure? Because I know she does. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. What could possibly go wrong? If I just go with it, this is like a bad romance triangle, like sitcom kind of thing, where like they get stuck in like a questionable situation where it looks like they're kissing, and then the girl walks in, and they're like, "What are you doing?" The girl runs out crying. It's like, no, it's not what you think. Come back. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. Alright, it's already Sunday. And we're gonna be off to going baking with Natsuki. What kind of cupcakes are we gonna be making? And where exactly do we go from here? Will Sayori stumble in on us and find out that we're making cupcakes and think all of a sudden bad things like, oh no, they're dating, and get all sad and depressed? Or will everything go fine? And that being said, why is Sayori so down and out? I mean, I'd assume, that she really likes, the main character, but at the same time, it kind of seems like she's pushing, like, others away from her, and wants me to be friends with them and not with her, and I don't know, she's just acting overly weird, and as much as I want to go over there, like, I picked the option. I was like, well, what about Sayori? Let's go over there, and they're just like, no, you have to pick between us 3, and I'm like, oh, alright, you guys just turn it on me. I don't even get a choice in the matter. But I feel like her coming over to my house, something is going to happen. I really feel like we're gonna get spotted by Sayori. Like, it just... something's off about that. But you know what, guys? I'll see you guys next time, and we'll see what this game has in store for us. See you guys there!